Hello everyone to listen this story. The boy sat alone on an old wooden bench, the same one he had visited for years. The sun was setting again, painting the sky in gold and orange. Around him the world kept moving. Children laughed. Lovers held hands. The wind carried the scent of evening flowers. But he just sat there, holding a small, worn photo of a girl. Her smile was soft, her eyes full of dreams. That photo was all he had left. 10 years ago, they met right there, two young hearts who believed that love could last forever. They used to talk for hours about everything and nothing. She loved sunsets. He loved the way she watched them. One evening, under a sky glowing red and quiet, she said, "I have to go. My family's moving. But promise me, you'll wait for me when the sun sets and the moon rises." He laughed back then. "Of course I will," he said, never thinking how long a promise could last. Days turned into weeks, weeks into years. Seasons changed, faces changed, but that boy kept coming to the same place. People forgot her name, but he never did. Every sunset felt like her goodbye. Every sunrise like a new hope. Some evenings he would whisper to the empty bench beside him, as if she could still hear. "You're late again," he would say, smiling through quiet tears. The world thought he was foolish, a man trapped in yesterday, but to him, love wasn't about time. It was about truth. On one winter night, the moon was bright and the air cold. He looked up at the sky and said softly, "You said you'd come back when the sun set and the moon rose. Well, I've seen 1,000 sunsets and 1,000 moons. Maybe that's enough," his voice cracked. But his eyes were calm, like someone who finally understood that waiting can also be a kind of love. The next morning, the garden was quiet. The first light of dawn touched his face. He took out that same photo one last time and looked at it closely. Not with pain, but with peace. He smiled, whispered, "Thank you for teaching me what love really means," and placed the photo under the tree where they first met. Then he stood up. For the first time in years, he didn't wait for anyone. He simply watched the sunrise, bright, warm, endless, and walked toward it. Some say love ends when people leave, but sometimes love stays quietly, in the way you remember someone, in the way you forgive, in the way you keep hoping even when hope has no reason. Because real love, and the kind that changes you, never really dies. It just becomes the light you walk toward. And guys, subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.